Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be learning about how to make some super cool posters. So on LinkedIn, I make a lot of these really interesting sort of posters. People have asked me all the time, how do I make it? Here we go, let's go. Okay, so welcome to my Chatgpt GPT. I never know what to say for this. My GPTs. Okay, that works. All right. I'm actually going to show you the whole prompt. On my Substack, there will be the full prompt details, so don't worry about having to pause it or anything. Just down below will be the Substack and the custom instructions to use. Essentially what it's saying is it'll remake it from your idea. It'll give it ultra fun vibes. All of these things I've kind of edited, expressive, exaggerated proportions. Things like that is sort of what pushes it. Obviously, I got AI to help me a little bit with it and tested it out. And then it's got, complex ideas are distilled into their visual essence. All of these little things I've taken a long time to sort of craft this prompt together, but I think it's pretty cool. No recommended model, all capability, and that's pretty much it. I'll have the link available. Anyone with a link, I'll put it in the GPT store, I guess. People can use it and you can have a look, have fun, and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so here we are. A fun cartoon infographic. And at the moment, what am I learning about? So I can show you in real time. Far out. I'm thinking about game-based learning, maybe. A lot of people asking me about escape rooms. So I'll do my research first before I get into here. I don't just be like, make me whatever, because it's not good enough. And I'm very picky. So I'm going to click my fingers and I'll think and I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. I've officially done some thinking. It hurt my brain. It took me all of 30 seconds, but I just didn't want the red light stress. Basically, I just went into Google Gemini and I thought about something. What if escape rooms were recontextualized as assessment rooms? Just a language. And so I kind of liked it. Puzzle design is replaced by curriculum scaffolding. It does have my memory in these AIs, so I kind of wonder sometimes if it just gives me the answers that I know that I'm looking for. I don't know. It's just kind of freaking me out. Collaboration becomes a measurable metric. It's amazing stuff. The game master operates as an active evaluator. Time constraints test fluency, not just nerve. So multiple time constraints. The post-room debrief is the primary deliverable. Escape room mission learning is a learning goal. The outcome is used strictly as formative data point to identify knowledge gaps for user logic used in the mission to determine the next steps. I guess so, but yeah. So each is a measurable assessment will occur as you will already use normal assessment. I don't know. That's a weird thing. People think everything's going to change, but it doesn't. Okay, so that's good enough. And that's it. This part here has to make sense. If you don't understand everything what that means, you're not going to know if it's going to be a good poster. Pretty simple. People are creating rubbish everywhere because they don't know. It just makes you look like you don't know. I could have gone and said, make me a poster about why game-based learning is assessment-based and just put that onto LinkedIn and gone, yeah, that's amazing. Look at me. Look how cool that is. Maybe it goes trending. Maybe it doesn't. I can't work out what trends and what doesn't half the time. Normally, if I just say to people, if I make a statement, it'll trend. But if you give like some of these things, you never really know. But that doesn't matter. Oh, look, my Whisper Flow's picking up stuff as well. So that's cool. This is a great thing, Whisper Flow, to just talk things through. Instead of having to type it, I just do it now. When I was thinking before and just put on Whisper and just had this idea, well, this is something that I'm thinking about. And so you can't really see it that well here. It's terrible. But it's quite clear. Collaboration becomes a measurable metric. The game master operates. So I'm trying to think about also like, what am I actually really trying to say with this? Am I just putting it on LinkedIn so I can say, look, this is what happened. You can change an escape room to an assessment room. Now you guys will work it out. I've always kind of thought to myself, I want to work it out before it gets to them. That way I've learned it. If it has 3 likes in it and no one cares, at least I've learned. That's my trick to content all the time. So, all right, puzzle design is replaced. So I'm going to probably change it to a white background. Actually, I'm going to use Whisper Flow. You can hear me. Change it to a white background. Collaboration becomes a measurable metric. Keep the game master as active evaluator. Keep time constraints. And each escape room mission is a learning goal. And then that means that it can be assessed in, I guess, optimized ways. I don't know, whatever standardized testing they say that it's meant to be. Highly aligned academic blah, blah, blah. Sure. And that's it. There's too many pictures as well, so you don't need as many. And also the front top thing is huge. It doesn't need to be that big. So about half that size, and that's it. So that's it. I just click on finish and paste, and then it's done. And that's often what I do. I'm sort of trying to just, like, if I'm here, I know that's now generating, I'll go and do something else. And I'm using this sort of workflow of just going back to it, thinking, okay, what am I trying to teach? What am I trying to say? What's my line of thinking? I have focus points every week, and now it's on students using AI. So does this actually connect with that? Well, maybe they need to use AI for the escape room. Perhaps. How then does an escape room align with assessment? And can escape rooms be a little bit of a way of teaching teachers and students about AI fluency, which I think it is, because it's really been taken up in lots of ways. Lots of people have been sharing it all around the world. It's fascinating. And of course, it has to have different things and measures and things like that. In universities, I always say that stuff. But at the end of the day, it has to have learning. It has to have learning goals. I don't think that's university wide. That's the whole world of learning. But it has to be kind of simple, you know, when we're making workflows, when we're making these cartoon things, when we're making everything, it keeps coming back. And I say with my frameworks, but it really is, you've got to be really creative, get that right, make sure it fits before you sort of even think about considering how it is. And already you can see it's got 3 pragmatic truths, which is actually 4. So I have to change that. But curriculum over puzzles, the game master is active evaluator, time constraints, test fluency, not just nerve, and every escape room mission is a learning goal. So perfect. Is it 3 true? Well, I just might even get rid of that. Doesn't even. Hopefully it doesn't change anything else. Normally I say keep everything else the same, but we'll see. But as you can see, that's a lot. That's pretty good. And I'll post that onto LinkedIn. These kind of escape room things have been trending a bit. Lots of people interested in it for some reason. I think they're pretty fun and they're academic, and AI is perfect to create them. So maybe they're actually a really good sort of way of understanding this weird world of AI and education. But here it is. I'm not going to create any more. You get the point. Have a great day. I'll catch you later. Bye.